Hey guys, I am back to film my oh geez, my December part 1 book haul because I'm not going to be even lying to you guys. It is December 1st and I already have all these books. So these are technically books that I got in November, but I already filmed my November haul. So this is like part 1 of December on December 1st because I am trash. And they're all historical romances. So if you don't care about those, I understand. Bye-bye. The part 2 will have other books in the mix, I think. I'm pretty sure. Goodness, who knows? I went insane. So I would, say, oh, well, Black Friday for some of these, but maybe one in the slot is from Black Friday. I technically have a Target book haul that I ordered on Black Friday, but I think they're coming in like tomorrow, so I just really needed to get this filmed to get these off my floor because they were taking up so much kind of space. So let's just get going. We'll see how long this takes. Buckle up. Okay, first off, we have got A Lord Apart. This is the second book in this series by Jane Ashford. I did get the first one. I was at Barnes & Noble's and I picked this one up. Hi! I know! Cleo's in here. So this one is Family Secrets, An Unlikely Alliance, A Love Neither Expected. After his parents' sudden death, Daniel struggling to unravel a web of chaotic family records. He's astonished to learn his father's will contained a mysterious legacy, a house left to a complete stranger. He knows nothing about beautiful Penelope Pendleton, and he's not sure he wants to, until she turns out to be a whiz at all those nasty tasks involved in estate administration. So it sounds cool, and they're trying to figure out why she gets this place. Do you want to go out? Come on. Come on. I just thought you would sleep, but then I started talking. And you were just like, what's going on? What's going on? Okay. I ended up getting another Eloisa James. This is another one in the wilds of Lindo Castle. This one I also got, I think I got both of these at Barnes & Noble's. This one I got because, isn't that cute? I thought that step back was adorable. And I was basically going through that Barnes & Noble's and trying to find step backs. Step backs are hard to find, like, not at like a used bookstore. So I got that one. And then the last one that I got from Barnes & Noble's yesterday was this one, which also had a step back, so I bought it. Didn't know anything about this one. It's apparently like really far in the series. Actually, this is a prequel. Okay, the long-awaited prequel to the Mad Morelands series. The story of the oldest daughter. She's a scientist. I love it when they're like, got like roles like that. And here is the step back. The next one that I ended up getting is this one, which is Elizabeth Hoyt. I do not have any of hers yet, so this is my first one. This is the first book in the Grey Court novels. The second one I did pre-order, it just hasn't gotten here yet. Freya is a member of a secretive wise women, the daughter of a disgraced noble, and a chaperone using an assumed name. But she is not as forgiving, so when the Duke of Harlow, the man who destroyed her family, appears at the country house party she's attending, she does what any wise woman would do. She starts planning revenge. So yeah, it sounds fun. The next one I got is Baby's First Joanna Lindsay, because I don't have any of hers, and this was part of the Target sale. Target had I don't know if they still have it or not, they might, because Cyber Monday week, buy one, get one 50% off, so I bought like 6, and this is the one that shipped by itself. The rest of them shipped together, so this one came in first. So this one just sounded interesting. It basically is like 2 guys that keep dueling each other like 3 times, And then because they're like dueling so much, society's like, okay guys, you gotta like stop this shit. To like make your families love each other, you're gonna have to marry. So they make the youngest sister, Brooke, marry one of the other guy. However, the other guy's like, oh no, I'm gonna scare the woman away from me, and then it's gonna be their fault because she leaves. And she's like, oh hell no, I hate my family. I want you to love me because I want to get away from them. And it sounds basic. So that one sounded really cool. I got 2 Tessadaires. Super excited because this one finally showed up. So I got Say Yes to the Marquise, which is the second book in the Castles Ever After series. With this step back. Pretty. I loved the first book in the Castles Ever After series. I got the third one when I was out shopping with my cousins, but they didn't have the second one, so I had to order it. And this took a very long time to show up because it was like back ordered on Barnes & Noble, no, Books A Million's website. So it took like a couple weeks before they actually shipped it out. So I am looking forward to reading the next book in the Castles Ever After series, so then I can read the third book. And then the other one that I ended up getting, I think this one was just on sale on Amazon, so I snagged it, is A Lady by Midnight, the sad fake stepbacks. This is this Spindle Cove? Yeah, so this is another book in the Spindle Cove series. Kate Taylor found friendship and acceptance in Spindle Cove, but she never stopped yearning for love. The very last place she looked for it is in the arms of Corporal Thorne. The militia commander is as stone cold as he is brutally handsome, but when a mysterious stranger comes searching for Kate, Thorne steps forward as her fiancé. He claims to have only Kate's safety in mind, but why is there smoldering passion in his kiss? So, yay. The next 2 that I ended up getting was 2 of Kerrigan Burns from the... Oh, what is this series called? What is this series called? It doesn't say. It's like the Highwayman series, but I know it's not. It's Victorian Rebels? I think that's it. So this series, I'm guessing, is going out of print. Or is out of print. Because this series is a pain in the butt to find. So I ended up finding The Hunter off of Amazon. And then I ended up ordering The Highlander off of Books A Million, only to have them cancel the order because they didn't have it. Then I had to go to Barnes & Noble's and order it off of them, and they actually had it in stock, so I was able to get it. But I was trying to get the rest of the books in this series, and like Amazon doesn't have some of them. Books A Million didn't have them, Barnes & Noble's didn't have them, Book Depository didn't have them. I was checking like everywhere. Finally, Shae suggested trying Thrift Books, so I ended up ordering 2 of them in this series from Thrift Books. So obviously, who knows what condition they're going to be in, but at least they're better than nothing because I had no clue it was going to be so impossible to find this series. But it was. Next one I ended up getting is this one, Would I Lie to the Duke, which is the second book in the Union of the Rakes series. I am reading the first one for the Rake Appreciation Society book club. I haven't started it yet, but I'm going to start it today. So this is the second book in the series. So I ended up snagging it because why not? The next one I ended up getting is The Earl of Mine, which is from the Bow Streets Bachelors. And it's the first in the series, which is what I'm trying to do. And failing at it sometimes because the bookstore has them and they look pretty, so I buy them and I'm like, oh, your book's 6. Oops. So this one is Shipping Heiress Georgiana is done with men who covet her purse more than her person. Even worse than the Tun's lecherous fortune hunters, however, is the cruel cousin determined to force her into marriage. If only she could find a way to be widowed! She hatches a madcap scheme to wed a condemned criminal before he is set to be executed. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, Georgiana. I'm sure there's a lot of things that could go wrong. And they did. The next one that I got is Lenora Bell, Love is a Rogue. This is part of the Wallflowers vs. Rogue series. I don't know if this is the first one or not. I bought it because I'm sure someone on BookTube said it was cool. Upon a time in Mayfield, a group of wallflowers formed a secret society with goals that had absolutely nothing to do with matrimony. Their most troublesome obstacles, rogues. Yeah. So, it sounds cute. The next one that I ended up getting was The Truth About Dukes. I think this is my first Grace Burroughs? I'm sorry, ma'am. Robert is a scandal poised to explode. His own family has kept him locked away in a madhouse for years, and when his enemies learn of his past, they'll spare no expense to return him to the asylum. If Robert is to foil their schemes, he needs to marry a perfectly proper, blissfully boring, deadly dull mistress immediately. So, yeah, I finished reading The Madness of Lord Ian Mackenzie, and I loved that book, so I'm, like, trying to find, like, good books where the characters are in, like, asylums, because it was, yes. The next one that I got is also my first Julie Garwood. I think Jen from the book Refuge did, like, a beginner's guide to historical romance books, and she had 2 for Julie Garwood, and I ended up buying both of them. So this is the one that showed up, the other one hasn't come in yet. But this one sounds really cool. This is about Scottish lord, which I don't have a lot of Scottish in here, must take an English bride. He chooses Jamie, the feisty young daughter of Baron Jameson. He aches to touch her, tame her, possess her forever, but Jamie vowed to never surrender to this Highland barbarian. Okay. And last but not least, Julia Quinn. Okay. So I ended up getting this one, which is A Night Like This. I don't know if this is part of a series or not. It just sounded interesting. Anne Winter might not be who she says she is, but she's managed quite well as a governess to 3 high-born young ladies. Her job can be challenging. In a single week, she'll find herself hiding in a closet full of tubas, playing any new evil queen in a play that might be a tragedy, or might be a comedy, no one's sure, and tending to the wounded of the oh-so-dashing Earl of Winstead. After years of dodging unwanted advances, he's the first man who has truly tempted her, and it's getting harder and harder to remind herself that a governess has no business flirting with a nobleman. Yeah, I want to read more governess stories, so that was a win. And then, last but not least, this happened. So, I got the first 5 books in the Bridgerton series. Yeah. So, the Bridgerton series, if you don't know, has been turned into a Netflix adaptation. So, I really wanted to read it. I know there's a boatload of controversy with the first one. I've been warned. I'm going in aware. But I do want to read the first one at least in December, because the series on Netflix comes out, I think, on Christmas Day. I could be wrong, though. But definitely the end of December. So I wanted to at least get the first one read for that. Now, I know there's probably some, like, Easter eggs or stuff in the others, but I don't see myself finishing all 5. So if I can at least read the first one, and then maybe, like, the next 5 months, I'll read one a month. I think that's manageable. Plus, I think there's 8 in this series, but I ended up getting the ones with these, like, cute illustrated covers just because I thought they were cute. I kind of like illustrated covers. Although I don't like that these first 2 have her name in cursive and then the rest of them do not have her name in cursive. I don't know why they didn't keep going with that. It, like, makes them a little bit not matchy, which is annoying, but it's what it is. So, that's all the books that I got before December 1st even hit, because problem, Lindsay, yes, I'm aware. Yeah. But anyways, I will do part 2 for this. It will have other books besides just historicals in it, I promise. I think. I'm pretty sure. Goodness, who knows. And I'm also going to go visit my cousins this weekend. And of course, we're going back to McKay's and a couple of bookstores, so we know more historical romances will happen there. I've got a big long list of authors that I'm looking for at the used bookstore because, 50 cents for a book is pretty darn good. And if I don't like it, well, it's 50 cents. So, there's that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this book haul. I will see you guys later for the next video. Everyone have a very good rest of the day. Bye!